Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am sitting outside of Goodwill. I'm about to go in and see what I can find. I have already been to this location a couple times this week and I haven't really found anything, but I did make a reel sharing some vintage pieces that I found. I wasn't sure whether or not I should pick them up, but some people were telling me that there's one skirt that I should have gotten. So I'm gonna go in and see if they still have it, but before we go inside, I wanted to share with you guys some of my thrifting necessities. So these are things that I always try to bring with me when I'm thrifting. It just makes the whole thing easier. The first thing, of course, is a reusable bag. I always forget to have a reusable bag. I think I need to just like keep them in my car, especially if you're a binge shopper. I think having reusable bags is super important. We have to pay for bags here in our state, so it just makes it so much easier to have a reusable bag. This one I actually got a few years ago off of Poshmark. I bought it from one of my PFFs, Christina, aka Christina's BTQ. It's this really cute like Pride, Urban Outfitters, and Olsen, or sorry, Gleason? I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but there's the tag. If anybody's interested, I always get complimented on this bag because it's so cute. I use this bag all the time. It is one of my favorites. It holds so much, but if I'm not using this, I'm using an IKEA bag or my Hulken bag, or just honestly any reusable bag that I have. Another thing that I like to bring with me when I go thrifting is like a hands-free purse, so like a crossbody bag. I personally don't really like bags. Instead, I use this phone case, but I use this daily, so it's not really something that I switch up when I go thrifting. It is this phone case by the brand Bandolier. It used to say it, I think, like down here, but it has come off. I bought this off of Poshmark as well. It is a phone case that I can keep all of my cards inside, and then it comes with a strap, and you can buy a bunch of different variations of the case, a bunch of different variations of the strap. They also have little pouches that you can also purchase that will also clip on to these little rings right here, so if you want to carry some extra stuff, you can put it on there. I just like this because it makes it easy for me to pull my phone up and check comps if I need to, or use my phone for whatever and then just drop it. If I'm not using this, I'm honestly just keeping my phone in my pocket. I don't really carry purses. It's just like not my thing, but this is a great option. I know that there are other companies and other brands that like make straps like this. Bandolier in particular is a little bit pricey, so I totally understand if you don't want to get something like this, but you want to look for another option, another hands-free option. I just think it makes looking up comps and using this next feature that I'm about to share so much easier when you're in the thrift store. The next thing that I like to keep on me is a fully charged phone, which is ironic because my phone is currently at like 20% and I'm about to go into the store and hopefully have enough battery to be able to look up comps and use this next app. This is a free app. It's just a Google app, but one of the features in it is actually called Google Lens. And if you, I don't think it's gonna be able to show because of the glare, but if you're on the app and you click this little button right here, it's just like the camera. You're able to take a photo of something in the store, and then it'll pull up all of the similar things that you can find on the internet. This is a great way for me to look up pieces that I'm not familiar with in the store, to find comps a little bit easier. But if I'm not using that, then I'm just using Poshmark usually to look up comps. But anyway, those are my main three things that I like to keep with me on my local sourcing trips. When I go into Portland and do like all day sourcing trips, I definitely keep more stuff with me, but that will be for another video. So anyway, let's get inside and see if I can find some good things to resell.
As soon as I walked into the store, I spotted this amazing table located at the back where all the furniture was. Unfortunately, it was a little out of my price range and I honestly have nowhere to put it. So I passed, but I showed some pictures of it to my friend, so she might go pick it up. I really need a rug for my space. This one's $50, but it's massive. I just don't know if this is gonna get too dirty. There's also this one. I don't know, this one might be a little bit too colorful for me, but could be a good option. Once I finished going through all the furniture at the back of the store, I made my way back to the front so I could do my routine roundabout. I like to start in the front where they keep their athletic wear and then make my my way kind of in like a counterclockwise rotation around the store. I wasn't really able to find much in this section. I spotted this little Free People top. Unfortunately, as cute as it was just way too overpriced. There wasn't enough room there for profit. I loved this Nike San Francisco 49ers sweatshirt, but it's not really my style. It's not really what I usually like to wear. Next up was to look through all of the jeans. Again, this is another one of my favorite sections to look through, but it was just super disappointing today. I thought those might be some dojos, but I just kept looking and I wasn't really finding anything. I did find this pair of dojos and I put them in my cart. However, when I got up to the front, I ended up putting them back because they wanted $25 for them. I have paid up that much for dojos in the past, but the size was too small and I just didn't feel like paying that for this trip. Next, I made my way over to the long dresses. This is another one of my favorite sections. Unfortunately, it's like really small. This is the only rack of long dresses that they have in this store. I'm obsessed with this. I've seen it so many times when I go in, but it is priced kind of high. I think it's half off right now, but it's still about $15 and the brand isn't anything special. I love sourcing these long dresses, especially since it is bridal season or wedding season. A lot of people are looking for wedding guest dresses, but unfortunately I didn't find anything here. These are all pieces that I liked because of the style. I didn't end up picking them up because they were priced too high, but if I come back and they're half off, or if they're available when their color tag is half off, I'll probably pick them up to keep in my store. They're just very basic mall brands like Urban Outfitters, Zara, and I'm not sure what this brand was, but it was pretty cute. Next, I decided to go through the purses. I don't always look through the purses, but we get a lot of donations from a Goodwill boutique in the next town over, so we get a lot of designer brands. The hardest thing for me with purses is that I truly don't know how to tell if something is authentic or not, and it's hard for me to make that risk. But these all look kind of cool, and if they are real, they could be potentially good sellers. I decided to look this one up using Google Lens just to see if I could find any comps on them. After taking a picture, you can kind of scroll through and see some similar listings. It's really cool because it brings up eBay and Poshmark listings as well. And then I moved on to the shoes. There were so many pairs of Danskos and other comfort styles, but they were just so overpriced. And I have a few Danskos listed in my closet right now, but they're just not moving like they used to. I'm not sure if they're just not popular anymore or if the styles that I have aren't that good. But I thought these were cool prints or cool designs, but I just evidently passed on them. I was obsessed with these boots. There was no brand inside, so that's why I didn't end up picking them up, but I love that style. And this is everything I ended up leaving with. I am running a little bit late. It is currently 11:13 and I'm supposed to open at 11:30. So I still have to go home and pick up Charlie, and then he's gonna drop me off. We only have one car and we share it, so that's that. I was gonna get a coffee, but now I don't have enough time, so I'm gonna have to get something at the coffee shop near my work, which is fine. It just whatever. Anyway, I ended up getting the rug. As you can see, I always do this. I always buy white rugs or like cream colored rugs because I just love the way that they look, but it's gonna get dirty. I don't know if I'm actually gonna put it out in the store or if I'm gonna keep it like in my office area, because then I can like take off my shoes back there and like not get it as dirty. But I just loved it and it was such a good deal. Only $50 for that huge thing. I ended up putting some of the things that I picked up back, but when I get back to my office and kind of settle in, I will show you everything that I picked up. Just made it into the office. Nobody else is here yet, and I was kind of hoping somebody would be here so I could get their opinion on this rug, because I just realized I like not having anything on the floor in my office so that I can like roll my chair around, I can roll all my racks around, I can roll my little cart around, and there's nothing like obscuring the floor. If I put the carpet down in here, this rug, it's gonna make it a lot harder to move things around. So I don't think I want to put it in here anymore, but it is so cute, and it's like a creamy color. Here's a better, it's still rolled up, but as you can see, it has like that fringy detail on it. It does have like some darker tones to it, or like some like tan color tones, but I'm just like nervous to put it in my store because I don't want it to get super dirty. So I'm just unsure right now what I'm gonna do with it, but I absolutely love it. It was only $50. I think this is from Target, and I feel like this is probably at least $150 brand new, and I'm pretty sure this is also brand new. So like, I just couldn't leave it there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but I'm glad that I got it. And for the rest of my haul, I'm gonna try to get through this really quick because I'm supposed to open in like 5 minutes, but it's okay. Let me just show you guys everything that I picked up. I ended up putting a few things back because of price and because of comps. They just didn't look that good, but I honestly didn't really look up comps for everything, so there might be some things in here that I end up returning, but we'll see. So this first dress is a new to me brand. It's super cute. It is this like olive green ruched midi dress, and funny thing, when I go to Toronto, I'm going to be attending my cousin's wedding. I'm one of her maid of honors. This is literally the exact same color and the style of the dress that I bought to wear, and I'm kind of bummed because like I could have literally just bought it for $12 instead of like the $30 that I paid for it. I mean, it was only $30, but I bought it off Amazon. I don't know, I might try this on and send her a picture and see if she likes this one instead. Then I can return the other one on Amazon, because it's literally the same style, just has this like corset detail on the top, but it is a size medium, so I'm not sure if it's gonna fit me right. We'll see. If not, I can always resell it. The comps looks decent on this. I think this brand is kind of comparable to like Princess Polly, and like some of the other Australian brands. It is an Australian brand, so I love picking up that style of clothing. The next piece, I wasn't sure about this. There honestly wasn't too many comps to look it up with, but it is this really cute like cropped plaid flannel by the brand Pact. I mentioned this in one of my other haul videos that one of my friends like wants me to shop for her, and she mentioned liking this brand. I'm not sure if this is really her style, but I picked it up anyway. I think comps were okay. This is another thing that I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I think it's cute. It might have to sit a little while until like fall, but I don't know. This next piece I picked up specifically for my store, and I only picked it up because it was half off. It is just a Lulu's little mini polka dot dress, and it's got this tie detail on the front. I've gotten a little bit more picky with Lulu's. I try to only pick up like their long maxi dresses, so yeah, the only reason I picked this up was because it was half off. But Lulu's is a favorite brand for me to sell. It's one of my bread and butters. It's also a really popular brand in my store, so for $3.50 I couldn't leave it. I think it'll still do well. I should be able to sell it for around $15 to $20 still. Next, I did not look up comps on this. However, the style I know was really in, and it's a typical mall brand. It is just BDG by Urban Outfitters. There's the tag, but the style is super high-rise flare. So they're high-rise, they're long, they have a little bit of a flare leg, not like too dramatic, but this style is really in right now. It is a size 30, which is great. So I'm probably gonna post these up on Poshmark and have them in my store, but I think that these should sell pretty well. BDG jeans, in my opinion, I love them. I love the way that they fit. So I was happy to find these, and they weren't marked up crazy, so that's why I got those. So this next piece, I was hesitant to pick it up. I saw it the last time I was at Goodwill, but I just wasn't sure. I love the color of it. It is this bright pink, but it is a full knit like
kind of like knee-length dress. So it's by J. Crew, and I believe it is a recent season. Let me double check on the tag. So this is from fall 2021. It is their Reimagined by J. Crew line. I'm honestly not sure how this is gonna do, but it was under $10 and I love the color and it was recent season. So I'm just gonna try it out. I'm probably just gonna post it on Poshmark. There has to be somewhere where people are still kind of cold, or where people are wearing this, or maybe somebody wants to save it for when it gets cold. Who knows, but I couldn't pass it up. These next two pieces are by the same brand and they are definitely older styles, but I picked them up to keep in my store because this brand does well in the store, and I'm sure you guys will understand why. It is Lululemon, and this one is, I think, actually I don't know what style this is. I thought it was a scuba, but it's not. I'm not sure on the size of this. I'll have to look it up, but this was half off and it was like $3.50 as well, so I had to pick this one up. And then this one, I liked the style of this one more. It was not half off, it was regular price. I think I paid up a little bit. It was $12.99, but I like the style of this. The only issue is it has this like logo on the back, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to take this out. I know that there's a bunch of like tutorials online on how to remove this stitching, but if anything, like I would totally keep this because I believe it will fit me and it's just really cute. So I don't know, who knows, if anything I'll keep it. And then the last piece, you guys saw this. I am honestly still not sure about this. I was looking up comps with Google Lens and it looks like it sells for a decent amount, but I'm always really hesitant with these designer bags that I see at Goodwill because I don't know if they're real or not. I have no idea. I'm not like an authenticator, and with like brands like Michael Kors or Coach, I just feel like there isn't enough profit available for me on these pieces to justify paying for an authentication. So that's why I kind of hesitate to buy them, because they do mark these up. This bag specifically was $30, but the comps were around $120 and up, so that's why I kind of justified picking it up. Plus it's like a larger bag. The only issue is the straps are kind of, I don't know, they're not in the best condition, but they're not like horrible either. I'm also not sure if this is the correct way to wear the straps or if they're supposed to like go across like that. I'm gonna have to look up more on this bag. So that is everything that I picked up at Goodwill today. I know it's not a crazy haul or anything. I didn't find anything exciting. I'm actually trying to save money so that I can go sourcing while I'm in Canada. I'm going to be leaving on Tuesday next week, so if my posting becomes irregular and sporadic again, it's because I'm traveling, so just be aware. I'm gonna try my best to still upload at least once next week, but yeah, I'm going to be going to Vancouver and to Toronto. I've already started looking at different spots that I can go thrifting. I won't be able to bring too much back because our baggage is limited, but still want to see what I can find. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Thank you.